Russo, I would slap him every time I see him. No way will I have some Italian punk, and this isn't a racial slur to Italians, but no way would I have a punk like him who's a non-wrestler beat me, a legend and Hall of Famer, in no match whatsoever. Vince Russo, one of the main reasons why WCW died, he made David Arquette WCW World Heavyweight Champion. Why the hell would you have an actor as World Heavyweight Champion? Out of all the dumb stuff WWE did, they never ever did that. Kevin Federline had a storyline with John Cena a couple of years ago. Yeah, he beat the man in a match, okay. But was he ever World Heavyweight Champion? No. Did he beat John Cena to be World Heavyweight Champion? No. Now, I know some celebrities beat wrestlers, but they had help, though. Vince Russo just flat out beat Ric Flair without any help whatsoever. No assistance, just beat Ric Flair. The fact that he sold the idea of him withstanding the figure 4 leg lock is a fucking slap in the face to Ric Flair. Vince Russo, you're the antichrist of professional wrestling. You need to be working at Blockbuster where your fat bum ass belong instead of destroying professional wrestling and any credibility it had. You know how painful it was watching Nitro in 2000 where every single week the storylines changed, garbage like Ric Flair in a mental institution, Goldberg, a bad guy 1 week, couple of weeks later he a good guy with no explanation whatsoever. That's Vince Russo style of booking, bringing in that bum MMA fighter Tank Abbott or whatever his name is, who got his ass kicked every week, and you bring this guy in and pushes him to the moon like he's somebody. He's a nobody. He stinks. And Vince Russo, you stink. You're a curse to professional wrestling. You're the reason why WCW went out of business, not the main reason why. There's also guys like Hulk Hogan who refused to put over the young talent. Eric Bischoff, who was too much of an idiot to stand up to Hulk Hogan and his friends and say, listen, I'm not going to let you destroy this company. Now, on to ECW. You know, I remember ECW like it was yesterday. I remember going down to the ECW arena, almost every show they had here in Philadelphia, watching guys like New Jack tearing up the ring. Every time you heard that Dr. Dre song, you knew New Jack was coming out to kick some ass. And boy, did he ever. Unfortunately, Paul Heyman was the main reason why ECW went out of business. Paul Heyman, the supposed wrestling genius. Yes, he came up with something new and innovative that even WWF ripped off. But he thought that he could be a businessman like Vince McMahon, and that's when he failed. He wasted ECW's money all away, and because of that very thing that he did, ECW went out of business. And now we're stuck with WWE and TNA. Professional wrestling has went downhill. But on the bright side, there is hope. There is hope that one day, professional wrestling will be back on top, will be at its peak again. And I can only pray that that day will come sooner rather than later. Because at the rate professional wrestling is going, it may only get worse before it gets better. But I'm an optimistic kind of guy, and you know what? I'll see how things go. Yes, I threw a big word out there, people. But that's the type of guy I really am. I'm a go-getter. I'm a big home run, knock it out of the park kind of guy. And that's what the WWE needs to be. It needs to take risks. It needs to be what it used to be back in the day. Take more risks, WWE, and TNA especially. Why won't you take Impact on the road? Impact Wrestling on the road every week. Instead of having your show at the Impact Zone, which hosts 100 people. And the thing about it is, none of them people even have to pay money to go see the show, because all of TNA Impact show is at that crappy Orlando Studios down in Orlando, Florida, and if people want to see the show, all they gotta do is pay money to get into the amusement park, and boom, oh, I want to go watch Impact Wrestling. Okay, the show is free because I already paid to come into the amusement park. TNA can't even, ask the people to pay and go in their shows, man. And the fans are dumb. They chant stupid stuff like, holy shit, trying to rip off the ECW fans, which we know they're really not, because there'll never ever be an ECW again. Because ECW is dead and it's never coming back, people. And you can never ever copy what ECW did. They had a magic that nobody will ever be able to copy. You can't duplicate ECW. You just can't do it. WWE tried, they failed. You just can't do it. You just cannot do it. I want to see superstar guys who can wrestle but also cut promos. I want to see good wrestling. I don't want to see garbage 5-minute wrestling matches or dumb storylines like Teddy Long getting married, or I know that was a couple of years ago, but still, that storyline still gets to me. I don't want to see dumb storylines like Samoa Joe getting kidnapped by a pair of ninjas, and then you never explain whatsoever why he got kidnapped. He just appears a couple of months ago on the show without any explanation whatsoever. Hi guys, I'm back to kick ass. No, you just can't do that. You gotta explain when a wrestler leaves, why he leaves, and when he comes back, why he came back, where he was at in the first place. You just can't have a guy come out of the thin blue sky and say, oh, I'm just here. Where were you? Why did you get kidnapped by ninjas? Why? Why didn't the company file a police report or something? Why didn't they ask themselves, where the hell is this guy? Why didn't they bring it up every week on a show? I don't know. Ask the people in charge of TNA, because they sure as hell don't know themselves what the hell they're doing with their company. And that's why they'll always be where they're at unless they up and change and do something. WWE, as bad as they are, they're cool. They're $1 billion wrestling company. They got their loyal fan base. Vince McMahon is laughing to the bank every single week because he's still making money. TNA, I'm sure they're making money, but they're not making WWE money. And if they don't take risks like WCW did, they never will. You need to go out. You need to advertise. Present yourself to the public. Hi, I'm so-and-so running TNA. This is what we do. This is our product. Watch our show week in and week out. Their shows come on Spike TV. And the funny thing about it is, I don't even work for TNA, and I'm advertising their show right now in this one little web show that I'm doing right now, episode, than TNA and Spike TV has done in their whole 5-year partnership, 6-year, however long they've been on Spike TV, the supposed network for men. And the only good thing they got going on over there is mixed martial arts. And if it wasn't for mixed martial arts, nobody would give a damn about Spike TV, because they sure as hell don't got no good shows on Spike TV. All I'm saying is this: professional wrestling needs to take risks again. There was a time and a place where people walked around wearing Steve Austin shirts, rock shirts, wrestling shirts in general without getting picked on. Now you can walk around with a John Cena shirt and people will probably laugh at you. They'll probably throw something at you. You'll probably get a fist coming your way to your face. I dare a little kid to go in the playground and say, you can't see me. I bet you he'll get his ass kicked by about 5 bullies. And I bet you he didn't saw that ass kicking. Yeah, try and pull a John Cena move then. You're sure as hell will get your ass kicked. All I'm saying is this, man. Professional wrestling needs to get back on top. No more of this dumb stuff. No more Hornswoggle. No more... no more Samoa Joe getting kidnapped by ninjas. That's just retarded right there. Ninjas. You're going to get kidnapped by ninjas? How is it possible that you get kidnapped by ninjas in fucking Orlando, Florida? How? How you get kidnapped by ninjas in Orlando, Florida? Seriously. What is their purpose of kidnapping you? Why? That's the dumb stuff that TNA does. I really don't understand it, man. But hey, all I know.